This is Ashley, and yeah, this is looking good. I'm not having the same smoothing problem that you were describing. Uh, it's hard to know what's causing that. Why are there so many edges here? I think this is not a great way to do this. Let's see if we can do this a little better. Um, I feel like you ended up with a lot of extra edges on this hand more than normal. Um, like maybe it got smoothed or something. Because I'm wondering, I would think we could take out some of these and still, let's see how this looks after we take out some of this detail. Yeah, I mean it looks like exactly the same, I think. Maybe some of the stuff on the side. Shift right mouse click, delete edge. I mean, it still looks the same. This one looks problematic. I don't know if I can get rid of that one. Just a lot of edges. I feel like maybe you smoothed it extra or something. I don't know. I don't like what's happened here though. How did I do that? Or was it already like that? I'm just gonna circularize this to flatten it out. That actually messed it up too much. Okay, what are we at now? We're still probably a hell of a lot more. If I do display, heads up display, poly count, wow, so there's still 29 on that. Jeez. It just has 20. There's more edges we can get rid of. I wonder if we can get rid of these. I mean, I still think we have most of the shape that we did before. And if not, you could probably use the existing points in there to get it back. Just gonna slide this edge, shift right mouse click, slide edge, get that one in the middle. Maybe take that one out. Okay, we're starting to get a more reasonable number here. Just shift double click on that. I might or scale that, flatten that out, move that back a little bit. So that's 22 and this is 20. Okay, so we're a lot closer now. It was just way too dense before. So now we can do another trick. Well, which I can show you, which is kind of looping one of these back on itself. And to do that, we're going to go to Mesh Tools, Multi-Cut, and maybe I'll use, coming down, let's say from the index finger, I'll start here with the multi-cut tool, cross over this edge and go to the bottom there, enter, and then here to here, enter, and then I'm going to kind of, it's like I'm making an A, like I cross the A, and then I like to think these little edges here, this one, this one, this one, and that one sort of looks like a little house, like a child's drawing of a house. Shift right mouse click, delete edge, and now we get this nice edge loop that kind of loops back on itself up the hand, and we've kept everything in quads. There's no triangles, but we've gotten rid of a edge. So now we're down to 20. That pretty much did it. So now I can take this edge and that edge, shift right mouse click, bridge, and may have to twist. And there may be some other adjustments to try, and I might, these are, you'll have to kind of spread these out. Might be interesting to try and just move these in like the U or V direction. Let's see if we hold down W axis normal, and let's try in the V direction. No, that's not working. It's working for some of them. It's kind of like rotating them around, but some of them are going the opposite direction, unfortunately. Wonder what would happen if you double click on the move tool and used transform constraint surface, if it will kind of rotate them around. Ooh, that works nicely. It's kind of rotating them around while keeping the shape of the surface. Another nice thing you can do is I go into object mode, surfaces, sculpt geometry tool, options, use this soft brush, use this smooth operation. I can adjust the brush size by holding down B. Doesn't want to do it. And then click and drag and change the brush size. Sometimes that'll kind of sort of spreads out. Yeah, that's actually doing an okay job of kind of smoothing out. And then once you get that kind of smooth, you can, in kind of a nicer surface, you can then, go in and get some of your shape back. Maybe we need to scale this in. Whoops, just turn off those settings. Maybe add another edge loop, Control Shift X, and maybe scale this one up. Move it this way. Maybe scale it up some more. Get some of that base of the hand there, something like that. Probably went a little too far with that, but shift right mouse click, slide edge, something like that. Anyway, you can keep going, but that's going to be a much nicer connection than having all those triangles you had before if you compare that with that one. Look at that hand. Really, I mean, to me, this hand, if anything, the shape is not as good as the one with a lot less detail on it, and then this flows nicely into the arm. Maybe like a holding edge or something. Here to keep some of that shape a little bit more. Probably don't want to get these surfaces too close together. Because there's the real danger of them interpenetrating, which you don't want, because it'll look not so nice as the character's moving around. This gets look a little flat here. I think that could be more rounded. Legs look good. Shoes look pretty good. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, so mostly looking good. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with your smooth issue. I'm not having the same results. Yeah, it's just hard to know. I mean, definitely, do edit, delete all by type history and save it. And I can save this version. You can see if it works any better for you. I'll attach that.